What's going on, Broncos country? It's a sad day. It's a sad day in Broncos country. It's a sad day in Dove Valley. It's a sad day for all Bronco fans. Look, I gotta say this before I get in anything else. Like the Broncos still have a chance to make the playoffs. They just gotta win out. You know, a lot of analysts was already saying this. Like a lot of Broncos analysts and people with them Broncos shows on YouTube, saying like had the Broncos losing to Detroit, but not this bad, right? Not this bad, but it was like the Broncos can lose to Detroit. Everybody would rather for the Denver Broncos to lose to Detroit, and then they got go 3-1 the rest of the way where they, probably where they finish at 10-7, because 10-7 probably get you into the playoffs, right? But then now you're gonna need help. If the Broncos had the one last night, they would have been that seventh seed. If they had the one last night, they would have been the seventh seed in the playoffs. They would have had the last spot. But it didn't work out that way. It didn't work out that way, folks. So what went wrong? Everything went wrong. What went? Yeah, everything went wrong. Uh, Mike McClinchy was bad on that right side, and they were seeing it. They were seeing it early and often. Like the the Lions pass rushers was going to the weak side, which was Mike McClinchy's that right side, right? Why don't you send help? Send another blocker, or send in another offensive lineman like you usually do, like Quinn Bailey, to come in and help protect on that right side. Had no answers. Had no answers. They had no answers. It's like the Lions, they were sending blitzes and getting to the quarterback every time. You know what I mean? Every down. Every down. They were sending blitzes and getting to the quarterback every time. Every time. Russ ain't had no time to throw. Yeah, we put up 17 points, but that it was in garbage time, man. It was in garbage time. There wasn't no way we was coming back from that. And then like Dan Campbell, like, yeah, Sean Payton, they're gonna try to come in and embarrass us. Nah, nigga, not pardon me, but that's a special. Nah, y'all embarrassed us. Y'all embarrassed the Broncos. You feel me? Y'all embarrassed. Y'all embarrassed the Broncos. Come on, man. For real, it's it was crazy. But they didn't need this one. If the Broncos won this one, it would have been good because then they would have had a chance to run the table. Well, right now, today we gotta see what's the outcome of these games, because if a lot of teams lose, like if the Texans lose, if the Browns lose, if the Bills lose, the Broncos still in good shape. You know what I mean? So that's just, I mean, that's just it. The defense, boy, they was missing Nick Benito. They was missing that speed rusher. Cause it was like Vance Joseph wasn't sending no pressure. Wasn't To me, it looked like Vance Joseph wasn't even trying to send pressure on Jared Goff. It was like he was just there, like had no answers. Uh, I don't think the Broncos came to play. I, they might have came in here and took this game lightly, but the Lions are good at home. The Lions play good at home. They show up and show out at home. You know what I mean? They're not a good road team. You know what I mean? But we was on the road. This is the last of the 3 game road trip. Now we got 2 games at home. Christmas Eve against the Patriots, and another one that follows Sunday against the Chargers. Then we end the season going to Las Vegas, play the Raiders. But the Broncos is gonna have to win out. They're gonna have to win these final 3 games. You know, everybody saw that little spat on the sideline, but we're showing the Russ. But Sean Payton said he was mad to call, right? He was mad to call. People get emotional, and you know a lot of reporters like you know at the post game show when they did their press conferences kept asking Sean Payton like, wh- wh- why was you mad at Russ? What was you saying to Russ? What was the reason you was yelling at Russell? And Sean Payne just told him, what I say to Russell is not your business. It's me and Russell's business. It's not your business. So stop digging, right? Stop trying to dig and stop trying to dig to find something. Because then it would have been another big story. Sean Payton and Russell Wilson having some type of friction. When they're not, I think Sean Payton was a little upset with Russ because when he was running the ball on that last run, I think Sean Payton wanted to throw the challenge flag, but they got in the huddle, and I think Russ caught the play too quick and didn't give Sean Payton enough time to throw the flag. Because I thought Jaleel McLaughlin got in, right? I thought he was in. And then Javante, I thought he got in on that second run. But things didn't go to them Broncos, right? Yeah, it didn't go to Broncos way to Sunday. That's how it goes sometimes. You know what I mean? You ain't you. That's how it goes sometimes. But you know what I mean? They should know that they gotta show up. They can't take no Sundays off. They can't take no Sundays off, which I think they took this Sunday off. You know what I mean? But it's back to work. You know what I mean? It's back to work. What more can I say? But I know they need Nick Benito back because he's that speed rusher. He was able. He would have been able, but I don't know why they sacked him one time. They got one sack on Jared Goff, and that's about it. it that was about it. But they handed the Broncos the asses. They're like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. Y'all defense is not gonna dictate the offense. We're gonna dictate the game, and that's what the Detroit Lions did from beginning to end. They dictated the game. Yeah, they went 3-0 on their first couple of drives. I'm like, okay, yeah, the defense is doing something. But as soon as they scored and started running the ball, took the life out of the defense like they had no life. There's missing tackles. They're doing a bunch of shit wrong. Bunch of shit wrong. Vance Joseph wasn't calling no QB pressures, no blitzes, wasn't sending nobody. I don't know what more else to say. But them Broncos still have a chance to make the playoffs, but they have to win out. And the loss was against an NFC opponent, not an AFC opponent. So that's a big just to stop that they still have a chance to make the playoffs. But they got to win these next three games. These last three games, they got to show up and they got to show out. Um, I'll probably be back with a podcast with a summary of stuff. I just had to get that out there. I was supposed to do this last night, but I changed the time on it because I was tired, frustrated, still a little frustrated. So let me shake some of this frustration off, and I'll probably be back later today, if not later today, tomorrow. And I'm in this with my hospital, my hospital.